people worry. We don't need a second chance, 'cause we're the wolves. We're the wolves. We're the wolves. We're the wolves. You better bow. Fighting, fighting. We're a team. We're fighting, fighting, fighting. The rules are laid. We're fighting, fighting. We're a team. We're fighting, fighting, fighting.
Wrestling fans, I'm Chris Carter, and you're watching CIW Ringside as we are about to present our CIW match of the week. And it's a big one. It's for the CIW Championship. The CIW champion, the All-American Freedom Ramsey, puts his title on the line against Unchained Brandon Day. The obstacles that Brandon Day had to overcome to get to this point are just unbelievable. And Brandon Day has never been pinned in a CIW tournament or an official CIW title match. After this match, we're going to go to an exclusive interview with Unchained Brandon Day. Let's go to that match.
Go objects in this. And here we go. Day, Ramsey, CIW Heavyweight Championship is on the line.
Look at the serious look on Unchained Brandon Day's face.
I mean, let's not forget what happened here the last time we were in this very building. David Light was stuck in that kata hajime by Brandon Day, but Freedom
While
Ramsey,
he was tapping out.
yes, but Freedom Ramsey had the cover, the 1-2-3, and, well, the official awarded Freedom Ramsey the vacant CIW Heavyweight Champion.
What's Brandon Day been through, though? He had to fight for a number one contender match. Then Michael Elgin got hurt, had to relinquish the title, and everything he's been through. Come on, man. I tell you what, I don't blame Brandon Day one bit. No, he's been really messed over, man.
It's a pissed off, unchained one, if you will.
Yes, you will, and I agree. I don't blame him.
And there goes. Down goes Freedom Ramsey. And the drop kick by Ramsey.
Everything these guys are doing right now, it's coming out with anger and authority.
And speaking of anger, Brandon Day got to make sure he pays attention to the referee so he doesn't get counted out. Because at the count of 10, there goes your chances.
Now, Freedom Ramsey, he seems like he's not letting that happen. He wants to settle this.
Believe it was referee's discretion, making sure there's no count out. I mean, making sure that there's no shenanigans happening right now. We need a victor, a solid victor. And Brandon Day feels like he hasn't got, he's been screwed left and right.
Yeah, exactly.
Now Brandon Day taking down Freedom Ramsey.
Arm drag, snap mare, reverse chin lock. Man, he's grinding that in too.
Having that headlock. Brandon Day goes off the ropes, but there goes Brandon Day again. And Freedom Ramsey. But that's the fake out by Brandon Day.
Brandon Day's one step ahead of him, Josh. One step.
And it looks like this action is spilling out to the outside.
Look at the look on Brandon Day's face. He means business. Man, he just dropped a club on his back.
Once Brandon Day showed up in this building, he wanted to talk to nobody. He was laser focused on that CIW heavyweight title, and now the referee's starting to count.
When I did the interview in the ring with them earlier, I thought I was in big trouble.
Yeah, I was worried about you, Chris. I thought you were going to leave me here with Andy, but thank goodness. Now back in the ring goes Freedom Ramsey. The champion is in trouble by the challenger. And wow, driving that elbow in the back of the neck. Now Brandon Day lands up. Whoa, it looks like Freedom Ramsey lost his balance a little bit, but Brandon Day making sure that this time, anything you can do, I can do better, and the belly-to-back suplex. No. Brandon Day was hoping that we were going to get a new heavyweight champ.
I'll tell you what, the look on Brandon Day's face, it's intensified, personified.
But speaking of intense, look at that. Standing, stalling, suplex. The blood is flowing. Wait a minute. Freedom gets out of it. And he did a Falcon Arrow. And only a 2 count. Now Brandon Day is in trouble. And a shot, my goodness.
You could hear that a mile away.
This does not get any more personal between these two. And look at Brandon Day, the quickness. Freedom was going to go to the opposite corner. And now wait a second. I think Brandon Day is going to take some flight action. Aircraft Day, and there goes the Tope Suicida.
That was like 2 Mack trucks colliding.
And the Unchained One, making sure that he is going to walk away victorious. It is the destiny for Brandon Day to end the reign of Freedom Ramsey. And now he's going for the cover. Smart by Brandon Day, being the challenger.
And Brandon Day knows he's got to do it in the ring.
And now Freedom going for those shots. But my goodness, and that flying knee strike right to the face. Down goes Freedom Ramsey.
And don't get me wrong, I'm not taking nothing away from Freedom Ramsey. Man, he's a WWE ID, and I'll tell you what, man, he has got some great talent, but I just feel bad for the way things have gone for Brandon.
And now look at the screaming agony of Freedom Ramsey. And you talk about WWE ID, Freedom Ramsey is, yes, but don't get me wrong, that man right there has been trained, Brandon Day I'm talking about, trained by Shane Douglas and the human suplex machine Taz. And my God!
You know, Josh, people don't go to wrestling schools anymore. You know what they call them today?
What's that?
A wrestling lab. It's a wrestling laboratory, and it consists of everything that's going on with professional wrestling.
And now Brandon Day going after the champion, and he's lifting him up on the shoulders. Right onto the guardrail! Freedom Ramsey goes up and down, crashing onto that guardrail. And Freedom kicks out of that, and the frustration is building up more and more by Brandon Day. Now Day using that middle rope. And Ramsey gets Ricochet right off that middle rope.
Brandon Day, he is great at wearing an opponent down.
But look at him, Freedom. Freedom's trying to find that open light to get out of this predicament. But Brandon Day just yanking out of that cord. Going for that clothesline. Nobody home. Freedom Ramsey goes up and over. Oh, wait a second. Never take your eyes off your opponent. Oh, that could have been a 3. And oh my goodness, getting chopped down. But again, Freedom Ramsey still in this contest, and that side headlock is locked in.
That double thrust to the throat, I can tell you right now, Freedom Ramsey, he's tasting a little apple cider right now, Josh. Tomorrow, Sunday, April 13th, Championship International Wrestling returns to Toledo, Ohio at the St. Clements Hall as we present to you Identity Crisis. Tickets available at CIWProWrestling.com. Also at the door tomorrow afternoon. Let's take a look at some of the matches you're going to see tomorrow. Fans, don't you dare miss it.
Freedom Ramsey, Brandon Day, again, just making sure to stop anything. All of the tracks for Freedom Ramsey, and another second European uppercut.
Brandon Day, he's like a cobra snake. He's just waiting and ready to strike.
I mean, most of this match has been 80% Brandon Day and somewhat of a 20%. Oh, wait a second. Freedom Ramsey, gotta cover now. The Unchained One going for the super kick, nobody home. Freedom Ramsey looked like he was going to think about a stunner, but a super kick, down goes Freedom. New champion, no. Freedom Ramsey kicked in out of that super kick at 2.9.
Brandon Day, he could have fractured Freedom Ramsey's jaw with that kick.
And look at that chop. Woo! Chris Carter felt it over here. I felt it over here. Everyone else is feeling it over here.
He's lighting him up, Josh.
And that open chop and a knife edge chop and another one.
Freedom Ramsey, here's your receipt, Mr. Brandon Day.
And there goes that European uppercut yet again, but this time meeting with the corner. And now the Unchained One with that underhook, the butterfly suplex.
What do we got?
We got a 2 count right now. Now Brandon Day, wait a second. Look at this. Wrapping those tree trunk legs around the ribs of Freedom Ramsey.
He's wrapping those legs. He's got them legs scissored around him. And he's trying to squeeze all the breath out of Ramsey. Ramsey's finding it hard to breathe, Josh. I'm sorry about that, but this is really a big move.
I mean, Freedom Ramsey could turn purple and blue here tonight. But he's trying to get out of it, and he does. The champion's trying to get out of it, but no, again, Brandon Day.
You talk about tree trunk legs. He's stretching them legs a little bit, but he just can't get it all the way.
And now Brandon Day getting out of that, making sure that ear clap to the ears of the champion, Freedom Ramsey. Oh, God. That strike to the face. And this is not going good for the champion. And oh, God.
What a big forearm.
And a second one. Third one on today's menu. Freedom, up and over goes Brandon Day. Here comes Ramsey. My goodness.
Face buster off the second rope.
But as you can see, Brandon Day playing it smart, making sure he's not going to be in the ring to take the cover.
He's a seasoned professional, Josh. He knows where he's at all the time. He knows what's going on. He knows what he's got to do.
Now Brandon Day is in trouble. The tables have turned.
He's going to bring him in the hard way.
Thinking about doing a suplex. But
Brandon Day's blocking it.
By holding on to that top rope. But again, Brandon Day. Oh, no.
Whoa.
Holding on. Freedom Ramsey. Oh, wow. Right to the ribs. And now it looks like an avalanche. He's hearing voices with that DDT.
This match has taken a toll on both of these competitors.
Well, this is what's it all about. That CIW heavyweight champion is the heavyweight championship is on the line. You want to be in the record books. You want to be a part of the posters. You want to make sure you want to make the bigger money. You want to be the top dog of that locker room. By all means, you got to give it all here tonight.
This main event championship match, Josh, it could be the main event at any wrestling promotion anywhere in the world. That's how good these two guys are.
Now Freedom is retaliating. And again, down goes Day. Freedom is feeling it right now. Nice knee strike like a Harley race. But Brandon Day driving Freedom Ramsey into that corner.
Big elbow.
Blockbuster!
Did you see Brandon Day snapped off that mat?
I sure did, but no! Brandon Day's still in this. Freedom was hoping that the blockbuster was going to put Brandon Day out for good.
Freedom is wondering, what do I have to do to put this guy out?
There's no...
Uh-oh, here comes the crowd.
There's no doubt that you have to have a plan A through C, but you have to have, in this contest, A through Z right now. But look at that clothesline. Out goes Brandon Day. The challenger is now on the outside. Freedom Ramsey trying to catch his breath right now, Chris. Freedom trying to get this crowd up. Up and over, and now goes crashing right to Brandon Day.
I'll tell you, Josh, both of these guys are going to some industrial strength lengths of abuse.
Brandon Day is back in the ring. Freedom Ramsey trying to get back to his top. And now, here goes Freedom with the crossbody. Well, wait a second, smart by Brandon Day catching Freedom, but almost a 3 count. Stunner! Dead belly driver!
Can this do it?
Now Freedom is still
he
in
didn't hook
this.
the leg.
I think it was just smart by Brandon Day going for the cover as quickly as possible, but it may be, just maybe, he would have been victorious if he would to hook that leg.
These guys this is a battle. I'm loving this so much.
Not only just a battle, Chris, this is a war.
You're not kidding, an all-out war.
One man could walk away with that CIW Heavyweight Championship. One would hit the showers, and now, oh, wait a second, catching him with the powerbomb, sit-down style with a kick out.
Yeah, he's saying 2, but it was 2 3/4, Josh, I'm telling you.
Freedom Ramsey was hoping he was going to be the winner, but I think he's going to think about that Freedom Punch. But, oh, man, the lower back got him on the shoulders. Brandon Day getting out of it. The Kata Hajime! The Kata Hajime! Right into the corner goes Brandon Day! That elbow strike to the face. Crossbreaker getting deja vu. Fake out, swinging that breaker. Hooking
Got
that
the leg hooked.
Both legs been hooked, but no, only a 2 count. And that anger of Brandon Day is showing right now.
He better be careful. He can't lose his cool now. He's got too much on the line.
Oh no, I think he's calling it, Chris. I think he's thinking of the Kata Hajime. This is how we all thought that, Brandon Day was the victor. But it's locked in once again. And look at this. Freedom now going for the cover. Now only a 2 count. Nobody home for that crown breaker. Freedom punch. Freedom punch. But the crown breaker. The crown breaker.
They could both be out.
No! They both were out! And both shoulders, all 4 shoulders were down. Only a 2 count! All 4 shoulders were down on the mat, and I think both of those guys were both pinning. They both had that mindset that they needed to go for the cover. And now, what more? What more could they do? And there goes that forearm to the face. But Freedom, our champion, retaliating. And now we're having a forearm exchange happening here at St. Clement's Hall. It is swinging for the fences. And now Freedom, feeling it right now. Here comes, but the power slam! The power slam! Unfreaking believable!
Josh, how are they doing this? This is absolutely unbelievable.
Just when you thought the gas was going to be draining more and more, it just keeps on coming. And wait a minute. What is Brandon Day thinking? Wait.
Uh-oh, he's going up.
We normally don't see this often by Brandon Day.
He's pulling out all the stops, Josh.
Oh, nobody home! The moonsault, nobody home! Freedom got him up! TKO! Freedom punch! Freedom punch! Down goes Brandon Day!
Oh! Wow!
And still, CIW Heavyweight Champion, All-American, Freedom Ramsey.
Freedom is proving why he is the CIW Heavyweight Champion. That the last time we were here, it wasn't a fluke.
The undisputed.
Brandon Day, if you don't mind, how are you feeling?
I don't know, Josh, man. I don't feel real good at all right now. This is not how I thought this was going to go.
Well, if you don't mind me asking, what's next for you? The Unchained one.
I mean, I can sit here and I can sulk and I can be disappointed in myself. Freedom Ramsey's a champion for a reason. He was better on this one night than me, definitively. I will give him that 100%. So what's next? I guess that's what we gotta find out, right? I know I don't want to be here again. I know that I'm better than this. And so that's what's next. I'm going to show you and everybody else, and more importantly, I'm going to show myself. I'm the king.
wrestling fans, it seems like after this title match, a new challenger has emerged. But the way they went about this could be the end of their future in CIW. I want you to pay very close attention to this video clip we're about to show you, because this is one of the very few times our president and COO, Mr. Phil Nitro Monahan, has come this close to an altercation with one of our talents. And the voice of the enforcer, Andy Shane, to de-escalate this situation? Wow. Let's go to that clip.
Enough! And now Ashton Adonis has lost his damn mind!
Come on, we need more help out here.
And now, wait a second! Some of the locker room is clearing off! And oh my God! Get him the hell out of here!
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. Look out, Phil. Be careful. Phil, be careful!
Phil Nitro Monahan making sure to stopping this! All hell has broken loose,
Come on,
Chris.
let's get the whole dressing room out here.
Oh, wait a second, Phil. I mean, we haven't seen
Phil, don't do it, Phil.
We haven't seen Phil in a long time in the ring. And now look at this, Andy Shea now finally calming down Ashton Adonis.
I'll tell you, Phil Nitro Monahan, he is hot. Look at him.
I mean, there's got to be some heavy fines right now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, Ashton Adonis, get him out of here, Andy.
I'm telling you, man, Phil is hot right now. He might fire them two right now.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to CIW Ringside. From Chris Carter to Josh Joe and I, we are signing off. Say goodnight, everybody.